From the clearest streams to the richest soil, we believe the best meals start with the freshest elements nature provides.
Slit. First, you want to get a good slice on that lemon. Then get your hands right in there and mix those spices well.
In the heart of the wilderness, every detail matters. From the first spark of the fire to the perfect crack of the salt crust.
The man continues walking deeper into the dense forest. He then stops and carefully places his black backpack onto a moss-covered log on the forest floor. The clear water rushed over the ancient stones as he stepped into the current, searching for the perfect spot.
He walked the stream bed carefully, searching for the perfect flat stone to use around the campfire.
In the wilderness, every detail matters. Cleaning the stone is a meditation, a return to the natural order.
After selecting the perfect stone, he scrubbed it clean, carefully positioning it to guide the water's flow.
He then looks up at a pine tree, pulls out a knife, and begins to cut small pine branches. The woodsman gathers the pine, a timeless ritual ensuring the warmth and fragrance of the wilderness can be brought inside. Survival favors the prepared. With the shelter secured, he turns to the river, knowing that even the smallest stone must be cleansed before the fire.
With careful precision, he cleans the stone, letting the cold mountain water purify the surface until it gleams in the sunlight. Every journey begins with a single step and a purpose. For him, that purpose was etched in stone, guiding him deeper into the woods. In the quiet stillness of the woods, he sought balance. Each stone placed with intention, a silent conversation with the stream. In the heart of the wilderness, every stone tells a story. Washed clean by the rushing current, these ancient rocks reveal their secrets.
The forest floor provides the raw materials. He carefully selects each piece, studying its texture and weight before adding it to the growing cairn. He carefully places the flat rock on top of the two round rocks, creating a small, sturdy, natural table in the forest.
He carefully separates the segments, revealing the vibrant, juicy flesh within. The aroma of the fresh citrus fills the air. He uses the small knife to carefully peel the orange, removing the skin in these long, thin strips.
Once the orange is peeled, use a sharp knife to carefully slice it into neat segments. Arrange them precisely across the board for the best presentation.
In any endeavor, the foundation matters most. Prepare the materials with care, for the strength of the finished work depends on it. The twine is carefully threaded through the dried fruit. One by one, the segments are joined, ensuring the harvest lasts.
Once the oranges are tied, take your sharpest knife and make a precise incision down the center of the chicken. This creates the perfect space for stuffing. After slicing the raw chicken, he carefully places a fresh orange segment deep into the cavity, locking in the citrus notes before the roast. You want to get these orange slices deep into the cavity. That's how you infuse the flavor and keep the bird juicy while it roasts.
We place the eggs gently upon the mossy stump. Then, from these two blue boxes,
The forest provides the stage, the salt the canvas. He carefully places the offering of water before beginning the delicate process of the salt cure.
He cracks a third brown egg into the salt mixture, letting the yolk and white fall gently into the bowl.
We'll carefully crack the fourth egg into the mixture. Then we grab the fresh rosemary and prepare to chop it finely for the garnish.
Strip the fresh needles from the stem, then gather and begin to finely mince the herb with a sharp knife, rocking it rhythmically across the board.
The key to unlocking the flavor is in the fine chop. First the rosemary, then the delicate basil.
To unlock the full flavor, continue chopping until the basil forms a fine, consistent paste on the wooden board.
Finishing the precise cut on the basil and rosemary, we gather the fragrant herbs and introduce them to the salt and eggs. Just look at that freshness. To really lock in that flavor, gently slide the fresh rosemary right under the skiff. It keeps the herbs moist and the aroma strong.
Tuck the final sprigs of rosemary under the twine. Next, sprinkle the fresh herbs directly into the salt mixture, creating a fragrant crust for the chicken.
First, combine the coarse salt, egg yolks, and fresh herbs in a large ceramic bowl. Mix thoroughly by hand until a thick paste.
Spread a generous layer of the salt mixture onto the rock, creating a perfect base for the chicken. Once the bird is centered, it's time to pack the remaining salt mixture firmly around it, ensuring an even crust. Gently pack the coarse mixture around the entire bird, smoothing it into a dome shape. This ensures an even cook and incredibly tender meat. With the chicken now sealed beneath the paper, he must carefully lift the intensely hot stone and carry it through the forest back to camp. When venturing deep into the wilderness, a reliable handsaw is essential for clearing the path ahead. The forest provides, but it demands effort. Piece by piece, the wood is gathered before the real labor of sawing the fallen giant begins.
In the heart of the forest, every swing of the axe echoes the enduring spirit of self-reliance.
Arrange the small, dry sticks into a teepee shape. Then, take the cotton-like tinder and carefully pull it. You need to fluff the tinder just right. Then, to get a fire going in damp conditions, you need a hot spark and good tinder.
Building a sustainable fire requires patience. Layer the sticks carefully, ensuring the flames have room to breathe and grow steadily.
Look, the fire is burning well. I added some small sticks to make sure it catches and burns steadily. This will keep us warm tonight. The key to a perfect campfire chicken is the salt crust. Once the coals are ready, you carefully place the bird directly on the hottest stone. To achieve that perfect, even cook, you need to ensure the burning embers completely surround the salt crust, sealing in the moisture. The secret to perfect campfire chicken is managing the heat. These glowing embers on the lid provide that crucial top-down heat. The secret to a perfect campfire chicken lies in the salt crust, sealing in the moisture and flavor. Now, we carefully lift it from the embers.
Once fully hardened, the crust is ready to be broken, unveiling the succulent chicken within.
We start with the most perfectly cooked chicken you'll ever see, baked directly inside a layer of pure sea salt. The crispness of the skin gives way to the incredibly tender, juicy white meat inside. Perfectly cooked. He places the sliced chicken onto the wooden cutting board, then spoons the vibrant green herb sauce generously over the pieces.
There's nothing quite like fresh caught chicken cooked over an open fire. Simple ingredients, prepared with care, taste the best.
In the heart of the wilderness, every bite tasted better. He savored the moment, completely content with the world around him. After a long day on the trail, nothing beats a hearty meal by the fire.
A sharp axe and a steady hand are essential when preparing your materials out here. Every cut must be precise for the project ahead.
This is where the real work begins. The initial cut is just the start. You have to carefully strip the branch down, revealing. The key is maintaining consistent pressure and a smooth stroke to prevent the blade from binding as the cut deepens.
In the heart of the woods, the rhythm of labor is a timeless sound. He knew that persistence was the only true measure of progress.
Shaping the wood requires precision and controlled force, ensuring the branch is ready for construction. The axe bites deep, smoothing the grain until the surface is perfect for its purpose. To build a sturdy base, you'll want to find 3 equally strong branches. Using natural twine, wrap the joint tightly. The main subject continues to secure the 2 branches with twine, wrapping it tightly to form a sturdy joint for the tripod. With the tripod standing, he carefully lashed the horizontal branch in place. Twine provides surprising strength. The key to a sturdy frame lies in the meticulous wrapping of the twine, pulling each loop taut before the final knot.
With the final adjustments made, he stood back to admire his work. A simple chair, crafted by hand.
There's nothing quite like the satisfaction of sitting on something you built yourself.
Sometimes, the greatest adventure is simply sitting still, letting the quiet of the forest wash over.
Adding the citrus peel to the coals releases the oils, creating a surprisingly fresh aroma amidst the smoke. He then sips the coffee, enjoying the unique brew in the tranquil forest. He savors the warmth.
Contentment isn't found, it's discovered in the quiet moments, in the warmth of the morning sun and the stillness of the lake.
The journey was long, and rest was brief. With the morning light breaking, it was time to move deeper into the wilderness. A sharp knife and a sturdy board make quick work of these fresh herbs, bringing the flavors of the forest to the plate.
Once the parsley is finely minced, scrape it into a pile. Then grab some fresh basil leaves and chop them as well.
Keep chopping until the basil forms a fine aromatic mixture. Then carefully scrape the herbs into the wooden bowl.
To prepare the spring onion, first separate the white bulb from the green tops. Then, using a sharp knife, begin to finely mince the white portion.
Start with the white ends for that sharp onion flavor, then move along to the vibrant green stalks for a milder finish. We'll use both the green and white parts of the onion here. Make sure they are finely chopped before we scrape them into the bowl with the rest of the herbs.
Slice the lemon precisely down the middle. Now take 1/2 and squeeze the fresh juice directly over the chopped herbs and onions. This really brings out the flavor.
To start, drizzle a generous amount of high-quality olive oil over the freshly chopped herbs, red onions, and chili flakes.
He continues to mix the vibrant green sauce, ensuring the flavors are well combined.
The salt crust locks in the moisture. Once hardened, a sharp strike reveals the tender chicken inside.
As the crust is broken away, the perfectly cooked chicken is revealed, glistening and hot with rising steam. And now for the moment of truth. Carefully cracking the crust reveals the succulent chicken, perfectly moist and ready to serve.
Carefully crack the salt crust to reveal the perfectly roasted chicken beneath. Then, using a sharp knife, slice the breast meat and serve immediately.
The knife glides effortlessly, revealing the tender, juicy white meat. A perfect cut every time on this rustic board.
As we arrange the chicken on the rustic board, we generously spoon this vibrant green herb sauce over the top.
Savoring the fresh flavors of the forest, a perfect blend of wilderness and zesty green herbs. With the skillet cooling by the fire, it's time to gather more fuel. A seasoned woodsman knows the value of a sharp axe and a steady hand.
The branch must be clean before it can be used for the fire. He works with precision, smoothing the raw wood.
A sharp saw and steady hands are essential for a clean cut in the wilderness. The rhythmic pull cuts through the dense wood.
The key is controlled force. By carefully striking the wood, he shapes the branch, creating the flat surface needed for construction.
The key to a good shelter is precision. Every cut must be true.
The key to survival craftsmanship lies in the details. A well-tied tripod provides the foundation for rest. He continues to secure the two branches with twine, wrapping it tightly to form a sturdy joint for the tripod.
He carefully ties the branch to the tripod, ensuring the knots are secure. A sturdy frame is essential for the seat's stability in the wilderness.
The key to a sturdy frame is the lashing. You want to wrap the twine tightly, creating friction that will hold the joint fast against any weight.
There's a satisfaction that comes from working with your hands, turning raw timber into something lasting. A true craftsman knows this feeling well.
When the work is done, you want to know it's stable. And when you finally sit down, you realize it was worth the effort.
In the quiet embrace of the woods, he found a moment of perfect peace.
The rugged outdoorsman knows that the secret to the perfect campfire coffee isn't just in the beans, but in the vessel. The orange.
The secret to the perfect campfire coffee. Brewed slow, right in the heart of an orange, capturing the true taste of the wild.
Look, the deer are coming out now. It's incredible to watch. Leaving the warmth of the fire, the man disappears into the trees, a testament to his rugged independence.
The gentle stream flows through the ancient forest, a reminder of nature's enduring peace. Dappled sunlight dances on the clear water.
The forest floor is a world unto itself, a vibrant tapestry of life sustained by the gentle flow of the stream. Here, in the tranquil heart of the woods, the adventure finds its peaceful conclusion.